Okay, y'all, it has been a minute. I have just been through the ringer of all kinds of foolishness and mayhem and drama and chaos in my neck of the woods here the past few weeks. But I'm back now, and y'all, I have been in such a happy place with my reading. Even with AE getting going on. Um, Y'all, I have just been getting Jason Clarke wasted. All Jason Clarke narrations, y'all, and I am so excited. I don't even know how to break this video down, so we just have to get in it. You really just can't gush enough about the awesomeness of Jason Clarke in any kind of narration. He's gonna bring something extra and something different to the table every single time. His skill and range is just so incredible. But you know, that's the thing about Jason Clarke. It doesn't matter if he is voicing an 80-year-old German grandpa or a 20-year-old boy or a little kid or somebody's grandma, or if he's a 45-year-old silver fox, or he's a depraved serial killer, kidnapper dude. He does all the different accents, his English accent, his country accent, Russian. He's one of the few men that can carry an entire book, and no two people ever sound the same. And if you saw him on the live with Arthur, Kim, Lorraine, and Mo the other week, y'all. Oh, good God Almighty. That man sound like that talking about goddamn water. I really expected him to have, like, you know, just a regular everyday voice and then turn on the Jason and do the, you know, sexy Jason voice. But no, y'all, that's it. So Before Girl by Kate Canterbary. Y'all, I loved everything about this book. She's new to me, so I listened to Before Girl and Boss in the Bed Sheets. Before Girl, y'all, oh my God, it was so much fun. It's Jason Clarke and Virginia Rose, Cal and Stella. Virginia Rose does Stella, and she is phenomenal. You know, Virginia Rose is always a straight, solid performance. And her man voice, I mean, she's just always 100% all in. But y'all, Jason Clarke in this book. Okay, a little bit about the story. It's a straight contemporary romance. It has some weight to it though, because they're a little bit older, they're established. Stella is a publicist, a sports manager, publicist type woman. She's established in her career. She's got some underlings and people that work for her, the cutest little side characters. But she's been hurt in the past, so, you know, she's cautious. She's very straightforward, very independent woman, and knows what she wants. And Cal's a surgeon, but he's not an asshole doctor. He is the sweetest guy. Cal is the perfect book boyfriend. The dialogue and the inner monologues between these two, and especially in Cal with Jason Clarke performing, is just to die for. First of all, it's just sexy as fuck. But second of all, the chemistry between them two. But y'all, I have to tell you, my favorite part, and there are many, but y'all, there's a blowjob scene. And you know how usually we as the female, we go into it, you take on the female role. That's the voice, that's who you identify with, you know, and even when the man is narrating it, you know, it sounds good and it's like, yeah, baby, go on and do whatever you're doing. But you still, you know, feel like you're the woman in the situation, no matter who's narrating in a sex scene. Jason Clarke completely takes you out of the female role and you become one with him. And when I tell y'all, we got a blowjob, we got a blowjob. Oh my God, just to listen to the emotion that comes through his voice as he's as he's getting done, baby. Um, it's just, it takes you there. When his thighs clenched up, my thighs clenched up. It was just, oh, the groan. And when he's getting ready to go and y'all, it is something. You gotta hear it. If you don't do nothing else, you have to hear this scene, because it is beautiful. So then there's Taboo Unchained. Taboo Unchained is by C.M. Stunich. I don't know if that's a man or woman. It's the only book I've ever read from them. I'm assuming it's a woman. But Taboo Unchained, it's solely narrated by Jason Clarke. And y'all, this is I think it's considered a dark erotic romance. The dark and erotic part is very, very true. And romance, because it has a happy ending and he ends up with one girl. But oh my God, y'all, this is Lucas is the main character, and he is a high-priced gigolo, and he serves the deviant sexual desires of rich women. And those rich women have dark passengers, and so does he. Y'all, it's a love triangle. So he's got some favorites, and I don't want to tell you too much. But yeah, teamwork make the dream work, y'all. And you almost want to get in on the squad. Just tell me where to hide the bodies, baby. I'm all in. But y'all, this is dark. This is not for the faint of heart. Almost every taboo is touched. There's very few stones left unturned in this bitch, because it is a wild ride. And there's even a few times where I was uncomfortable, and I can take a lot of dark. And, you know, I don't have many triggers. Author really gets into the psychology. So you're watching it, or, you know, seeing depraved kinky shit go on is one thing, and you can just be like, ooh, okay, whatever. But when you start getting into the mental aspects of it and listening to his inner dialogues and his rationales, and he's so detached. Yeah, I know you get used to hearing Jason and happy Jason and singing Jason and you know, all the other nice sweet Jasons, but the dark dirty Jason is that's my boo. So he is just, and he narrates the whole book, and he is just all in, and he switches back and forth on a dime with all the different characters. But it's a lot going on, and you never know what's going to happen. There's so many twists and turns almost through the whole book, but the author somehow manages to turn him around and give him a soul, and it ends well. I don't know how to tell you that. You really have to read it if you can stand it. Just know going in, it might test your boundaries of what's tasteful. Jason Clarke makes it sound so good, y'all. Yeah, if I ever get kidnapped, my kidnappers are gonna be in for a rude awakening. It ain't gonna go like you think it is. Yeah, I'm not gonna be the right kind of victim for you. Yeah, you fuck around and kidnap me, and we go together. It's just, you know, it's not going to be the typical experience of the kidnapped, because, yeah, they're going to be in court. Your Honor, we tried to give her back and she won't go. No, we're forever now. Not that I'm advocating anybody kidnap me, but just know, it's going to be a whole different type of situation if you do. Rise of the Dominant by Red Phoenix. I said I wasn't going to say anything, but I cannot. It needs a trigger warning. It's 3 books, 1, 2, and 3. 1 and 2 are wonderful. 3, y'all, it's just, I'm feeling 12 kinds of way about it, and it just, and it is about 3 young men. They start out in college, grow up together. They form this beautiful bromance based on them being dominants, and they're learning to be dominants. Thane is from like California. He's a really super smart guy. He's been traumatized, been through family problems. And Anderson is this good old boy from the country, Colorado, Wyoming, somewhere. And Bright Star is a foreign exchange student from Russia. And each of these guys have families, and as they're going through college and going through all of their individual dramas, they are learning to be, you know, learning life in the BDSM world. And there's so much good information. It is very positive, safe, you know, sexy, if you're into that. But take all the crap out. The main thing about The Rise of the Dominants is Jason Clarke's performance. It's just abso-fucking amazing. It needs to win every award that has ever been given to a narrator. Going from book to book to book, and I finished all 3 books. He does that Russian accent all the way through. I mean, his female voices, his male voices, everybody has a different voice. Nobody sounds the same. And there's 5,000 goddamn characters, and every single one of them has a distinct and separate voice consistently. I found myself, again, different times, looking to make sure it wasn't another person. Just little varied nuances that he would do in the voice, and then keep track. Be consistent about it. They always sound the same. You knew exactly who was talking without them constantly saying so and so said. You knew exactly who it was just based on the voice. Book 3 is fucked up. And like I said, the first 2 books are amazing. And the whole storyline is amazing. I don't want to tell you not to listen to it because it really is just something to hear. You have to experience it just to get a taste of the awesomeness that is Jason Clarke.